Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for one reason, actually no, multiple reasons, but the most significant reason was something I saw on my Instagram feed today, and that was that it's Shawn Mendes' birthday. Let's just be clear about this. I have a connection with Shawn, but it's like not what you think. Like you'd think I have like a crush on him or something. It's more like a soul thing. If you didn't know, I've already created Shawn Mendes content on this channel prior to this video. This is The Amazing World of Shawn Mendes Part 2. Rachel told me it's like the luckiest day of the year or something. She's been getting TikToks about it, and I was feeling like a need to create today, so when I saw it was Shawn Mendes' birthday, I thought it was like a fate. In my first video, we went through step by step of me becoming Shawn Mendes, and essentially that's the plan for today. But we're gonna get into like a deeper level of who Shawn is and what I think of him. Let's start with my hair. We're gonna talk through it while I'm getting ready. In my first video, I had a lot shorter hair and I wand curled it to look more like Shawn. If you haven't been keeping up with Shawn's hair and style history over the past couple years, Shawn used to almost have a uniform in my opinion. He wore a lot of white tees, white tanks with like a button up thrown over and some jeans or some black pants or black jeans or something. Shawn has evolved to become a little more, in my opinion, disheveled, which I think is the move for him. It was getting a little too stagnant before with what he was throwing out there, and now that Shawn doesn't seem to care as much, it's kind of created like some like depth to Shawn. And I also think he's evolved past the beanie, but I was testing things out and this is what I think worked best. But we'll try the other options too. See, this doesn't work because of the pony. Like, he's been wearing some backwards stuff lately too, but it's just not gonna work because of the ponytail. Like, Shawn's more like fun. I feel like he lets loose a little bit. Now he's given up the uniform. So we're gonna try a fun hat next, which could work. I just think this is a little too feminine for Shawn's typical look. So while I'm throwing together this look, let's talk about what I meant by me and Shawn having some type of like spiritual connection that he probably doesn't know about, but I take very seriously. In the first video, I discussed like my previous judgments of Shawn and how like for a while I like hated him just because I didn't understand him and I wanted to put him in boxes that he didn't need. But like once I like let go of my biases against Shawn Mendes, I was like, wow, he's actually really talented, and like even if I don't listen to his music, like, well actually I really like it. I don't listen to it often, but like if it comes on at the bars, I'm glad Shawn's playing. He is someone who took me out of my shell. Shawn Mendes did that for me. Moving on, I'm gonna try on some outfits because we have so much to get to that is way more interesting than talking about my spiritual connection to Shawn. Try on my outfits. This is option 1, and let's talk through it. I'm not a fan of this fit. This just seems too put together for Shawn's style right now. It's more of like I feel like 2019 Shawn. Not that I like have any distinct research on 2019 Shawn. This just seems like an old version of himself. So let's jump into the next outfit. It's not gonna work. Again, a little too put together with this like blouse, but I do think Shawn's into blouses in a good way. Also, Shawn doesn't have my hips, so hear me out. This one I find to be put together as well, but like Shawn would wear like velvety stuff. Shawn would wear something like this to like perform in, but we're gonna go for the more disheveled like Shawn Mendes quarantine look. My next fit is gonna be the fit. Convince me otherwise. Am I not Shawn Mendes during quarantine? You watch me breathe. Now, as many of you know, Shawn Mendes is a Canadian singer-songwriter. So, like in my last video, I will become a Canadian singer-songwriter minus Canada. So in my last video I had to like 5 minutes or something to make a song. I used a random word generator and I had to incorporate 3 words into my song I write in 5 minutes. So we're gonna do that now. Okay, the first word is warm. Second word is storage. Third word, hypothesize. Okay, we need a beat to make our song to. Actually, let's do a random genre generator while we're at it. Okay, genre generator, random genre generator for our song choice. Well, being that this is a random movie genre generator and it says horror, let's use a cinematic track. Because I don't want to do another genre generator. I didn't realize this was movies. What's the scariest genre? I argue country and folk. Let's do that. Okay, now we're gonna start our timer and I'm going to write my song in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. No! Oh my god, I literally have 1 word left. I'm gonna have to improvise on the spot. Okay guys, keep in mind, I haven't got the practices. I didn't get to finish the song. I did my best for 5 minutes. So, everybody welcome Shawn warmly. Warm. That's one of the words. Hey guys, so it's been a while since I performed. I know, yeah. I keep off social media. Just saying. Anyway, this one goes out to my beautiful girl, Camila. It's called The Quarantine Waltz. You feel like home. That's the song. The Quarantine Waltz, you feel like home. When I'm feeling cold, your warm hold is home. Your heart keeps me whole, you keep me so full. I'm all out of storage. I hypothesize you'll be my ride or die. With no place to go, this road seems so long. I want to stay on the road. That was the Quarantine Waltz, you feel like home. That last line, 4 to 9. Okay, one thing that Shawn that really just needs to be talked about is a recent controversial TikTok he posted was really unsettling for many viewers, and that includes his girlfriend Camila. So I'm gonna let you make your own opinion of the TikTok. Insert TikTok.
Okay, I want to hear your all right. Okay, hit me with your best baby yes. Baby, yeah. What would you do if I got down on my knees? What if I flipped out?
That doesn't mean I'm not up for the challenge, even if it was a little unsettling. So, we're gonna give Shawn our best baby, yeah.
Baby, yeah. What would you do if I got down on my knees?
9 out of 9. For this last segment, I found it important to come a little closer, be a little bit more intimate, because we're really diving into the deep end here with Shawn. We're going to really dissect a lot of what's been going on with him in the past couple years. One of the most controversial things going on with Shawn as of somewhat recently have been his paparazzi pics of him and Camila. We'll just take a look at these photos really quick. As I said earlier, disheveled is Shawn's new thing. And it becomes really obvious. However, is he... You just wonder. With these pictures, I've kind of been really taking them in right now. You saw me maybe furrow the brow a bit. And that's me trying to figure out what's going on behind Shawn's eyes. Like, what did quarantine do to him to make him seem so distant? Now, if you remember from my last video, we talked a lot about Shawn being really naive to social medias and a little bit like, oh, what does that mean about everything? He literally didn't know what spill the tea was. And so I'm wondering if quarantine gave Shawn a little dose of what goes on online. And maybe he's a little desensitized to the world in real life now, because honestly, I feel like he doesn't look like he has many thoughts happening while he walks. Or maybe so many thoughts that it's overwhelming to where he becomes a brick wall. I'll let you guys make your own opinions. Maybe give me your opinion so I can feed off of them, because I generally don't ever come up with my own thoughts. Let's just talk a little about who Shawn is. That is Shawn Peter Raul Mendes. Did you know Shawn's full name was Shawn Peter Raul Mendes? I'm gonna start calling him Peter Raul instead of Shawn. Like, why didn't he go by Peter Raul? Peter Raul has some sinister things going on that I think need to be talked about because they just don't fully make sense to me. One of them being Shawn Peter Raul Mendes is younger than me. He's just turned 23. I'm 23.6 or something like that. That was a little bit sketch to me. Shawn released his debut single, The Life of the Party, in 2014. Sorry. But the question remains, is he the life of the party? While I don't have this information and can't necessarily research it, a lot of people believe this to be true. In an Instagram quiz I put up a few years back, I asked which Disney star asked me for cocaine and gave a list of people, including Shawn Mendes, which, not a Disney star, but a specific person responded to me after they voted, and the answer was Shawn. It said, WTF, really? And I say, Shawn Mendes texts me every day asking for cocaine. And they said, really? And it went on. I guess some people really think he's the life of the party, if that's what you consider the life of the party. He's a party animal, I suppose, would be a better description. Another fact a lot of people really should know about Shawn, in case he is ever entering their home, is that Shawn loves cereal. Shawn loves cereal and eats 3 times faster than a normal human, according to some research I've done. But that doesn't mean that Shawn isn't down to earth, because he genuinely is. Shawn, actually every time before he goes on stage, he uses the restroom, which is just a very human trait. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like even though he's famous, he uses the restroom before he goes on stage, which is like really down to earth to me. And finally, we're gonna end this off with, he got recognized on Vine originally. He never posted Vines to be famous. He just did it for fun. And really, Shawn's just a fun-loving guy, and dissecting him like this might be a little intrusive, invasive, whatever you might want to call it, but it's something that just needs to be done to keep him in check. So, Shawn, on your 23rd birthday, from a superior, I guess you could say, as I'm older than you, I just want to remind you that everyone's watching.